Hey guys, this is Mitchell from GameFront here to point out some of the various ways to enter and complete the main quest in Derelict Row in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Before you even attempt to break into the gang territory though, you're going to want to make sure you've completed all the other main quests in Detroit. So make sure you visited the limb clinic, gone to the morgue, and visited Jensen's apartment. There are several ways to actually get inside Derelict Row. You can use this little crawl space just to the left of the main entrance. You could upgrade your strength to lift heavy boxes and go through the door all the way on the left of the main entrance. Or you can climb this fire escape, upgrade your landing augmentation, and jump off the top of the roof. Once you're inside, you could then head through the sewers or climb up the fire escape if you can break through walls. For this walkthrough though, we're going to assume that you don't have any of those specific augs and can just run through the front entrance. So like most of these stealth action parts in Deus Ex, it's all a matter of keeping an eye on your radar to know where the enemy is looking at all times. And then just using your cover move mechanic and just knowing where you have to go. Remember to be patient. If two enemies are talking, chances are their conversation will eventually end, they'll turn around and you'll be able to sneak past them.
Jensen,
how can I help you, Francis?
you know why I'm contacting you.
The transmission that's making a mockery of your security efforts?
It's keeping a back door open into our network. None of us are secure unless you find the antenna that's sending it and shut it down.
For you, anything.
It's really not worth the bullet to shoot this guy, so just wait for him to move, follow his path, and then eventually you'll be able to move into with this little crawl space on the right side.
See? Didn't I tell you it was a stupid idea to let those Purity First assholes set up camp on our turf?
Yeah, but it wasn't our decision, so too bad. Besides, they paid rent like everybody else, so what's the big deal?
Come on. These fucks have been coming in here promising all...
Now if you watched my how to find the rocket launcher guide, you'll know that if you go to the back of this red shipping container, head left, you'll find a large box that you can move which will cover a grate that you can get inside and follow the path and you'll eventually find the rocket launcher. We don't really want to find the rocket launcher here. It doesn't really mesh well with the stealth aspect of what we're trying to accomplish. So we're just going to continue on like normal.
Real talk. If you think Hawkins ain't that bad, why don't you just become a Skinner yourself?
I'm just saying, think about it. We totally out-armed the bangers.
Remember, like I said, whenever there's a conversation going on between two enemies and they're watching the spot that you need to cross, you really don't need to waste your cloak if you have it. You can just wait for the conversation to end. They'll each go their separate ways and you'll be able to cross without wasting any of your energy or anything like that. And plus, usually the conversations are somewhat interesting.
I feel you. No air vent, no elevator shaft neither.
So you're basically just going to follow this guy by cover moving across the different shipping containers. And eventually you'll be able to crawl through this little pipey thingy. And when he has his back turned, you'll be able to get into this little crawl space. And if you had gone in through the sewers when you entered Derelict Row, this is where you would end up. Going through the sewers is a much more combat-oriented path. It's very hard to sneak through. There's not really anything you can use as cover. And yeah, if you wanna go the combat route, the sewers is usually your best bet. Now in this next area, this guy is going to go and take a piss over in the corner. I think it would be pretty good of you to rub his face in it. No need to kill these next two guys, they're just watching TV. As long as you cover move from the couch, there's really no chance that they'll see you.
Ever since that purity dude went up on the roof and hacked the antenna.
Once you reach the top, you'll see that this place is mined. You're going to want to take a barrel or something that you can throw and just toss it right into the minefield. The enemies will come out and they'll be alarmed, but for some reason they won't actually examine where the explosion was. They'll just go to this corner and stop, which is pretty crazy, but let's take advantage of it. This guy saw me, but you know what? It doesn't really matter because these are the last two guys in between you and your objective. All that's left is really to hack the terminal at the top, wait for the helicopter to arrive, and then you're out of here. Unless you didn't take my advice at the beginning of this video and did not complete all of the main quests before coming here. If that is the case, you're going to have to go all the way back to the start, complete that quest, come back all the way to the helipad, and then get on the helicopter, because the helicopter will not come unless you've completed all the main quests. So make sure you've completed the main quests! Thanks for watching our walkthrough for Deus Ex Human Revolution, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.